This is Teardown. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So this is a game where you can absolutely just destroy everything if you have the right tools. It's really interesting. Think something like Minecraft or Lego, where you can just smash and break every little bit of the entire environment down to shreds. It's really cool, except I kind of wanted to get up on the roof, so that's not the best idea. Anyways, what are we getting here? Well, there are two different graphical modes. We have a quality mode, so the fidelity mode is what we're on. So that is 2880 by 1620p with a 60 FPS target. Then we have performance mode with a 120 Hz mode option available as well. So what we're getting with that is 1920 by 1080, so just 1080p. And we're getting that at 120 FPS. Or well, up to 120 FPS if you turn the toggle on. So like honestly, unless you've got a screen to support it or you're interested in that high of a frame rate for this kind of game, I would really recommend just going with the fidelity mode. There's a field of view option. You can adjust the distortion of the barrels because they have like quite an explosive element to them, and the motion blur option as well. So this game is really quite cool. Like, we have a lot of games that have like voxel destruction. We do. There's a lot more of them in the modern era. But like, I don't know if there's many that actually go to the level of like destruction that this game has. Like, you can literally destroy anything. And there's like this gun for some reason. Which is kind of funny just seeing this stuff like kind of break. Blue Tide. But no, it's a game where like you literally can just smash and destroy any part of the environment to your heart's content. Every single thing smashes and breaks. And it's like, I can't break this stuff because like my sledgehammer, it's not good enough, but then you go to the jackhammer and it's just like you can completely smash every little bit of the environment. It's crazy. It's like if you played Battlefield Bad Company 2 or Bad Company 1 back in the day, and you're like, there's a sniper up there on that building. And you're just like, how do we get him? Well, we'll just take out the wall. And like, that's what you can do in this game, is like, you can destroy literally everything you want. Now, there is a bit more to the game than just like smashing everything to bits. Seriously, like, you can do other things. Like, this is the Sandbox mode. And I picked the Sandbox mode to play to show you because I thought that was kind of the most fun. Now, this is kind of like a Sandbox mode that is like an extra expansion content, if that makes sense. Like, there's kind of like a mod library of sorts, and then there's like kind of DLC kind of that's available. And that's what this is. But this level is like a really good level for showcasing like the destruction. And to me, that's the really cool part of this game, is just kind of like breaking everything. It's so interesting. Now, there is actually like crazily story content to this. So it's sort of like heisting, if that makes sense. Like, you're working with your mother, or she handles the finances, and she sends you this sketchy job where you're supposed to like break something down. So let's do a quick save, and then let's kind of show that off. So we go back to the main menu, and this is what I'm talking about. There's like a mod browser, there's expansions, challenges, campaign. We're gonna go to the basic campaign and kind of do that level. So you do is like your mother's talking about these old buildings. So we go and we do the mission and the advertised mall. I'd love to show you the mall, but I have access to the building here. So you come in here and you're like, you know, we got a job, we gotta break this down, we gotta smash things. We're here, it's like, oh, here's a house. It's too tall, needs to be destroyed. I really wanna get to the point of smashing that mall up. But like, you got this mission, and you're like, oh, what do? You know, you're sitting here, and it's like, oh, we gotta break this thing. We only have a limited amount of items. You know, like, what are we gonna do? Like, mark this for destruction. And it's like, yeah, well, we'll just pick this up. And like, but like, your goal, essentially, is to destroy this, and then it's like, oh, it's actually a landmark building, and then you keep going on like further and further like sketchy jobs. And you're eventually, like, heisting? So you're, like, doing, like, heist missions? Like, there's one where it's like, oh, you've got to steal these switches and stuff. But there's an alarm, and you have to do it within the, like, alarm constraints. And I was like, what? I was like, this is a weird direction for this. And I thought you'd just be, like, a demo dude. But, like, no, you've actually got, like, a heisting job. It's really interesting, and you have to like do it before the cops come, and it's like the expansions you do, they have like story stuff too. I'm just trying to, like, the chimney is really hard to break. Like, the chimney here is like a really difficult thing to destroy, and I'm really struggling with the chimney. Okay, we're gonna get out of this. But it's like the game itself looks really nice. Like, it's got a distinct visual aesthetic to it. Like, the voxel design is really cool. I quite love this concept here. And they get like different vehicles, and it's like, destroy your world. And it's awesome. Okay, so we took out the chimney. Great. Because I wanted to show off like the destruction room. Like, it's like Battlefield, like the Bad Company games. So you take this all down, and it's not like crazy effective like in Bad Company, but like, you know, like the building will actually like fall down. At least it should. Is it the stairs? No, it's this piece. There we go. So you kind of like fell down, and it's like, it's still too tall, but you keep chipping at it. And you like destroy this building. You destroy like every part of this building. Like the couches, the chairs, the windows. All of it. It's really quite cool. Like, there's lots of stuff here, and there's like the expansion, and this is like a Western one. And it's like, for me, the Sandbox is kind of fun, because you go in and you just like break stuff. It's really neat. Like, we're here, and it's like, oh, have you ever wanted to ride a horse? Well, you can. Dun, 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 dun. It's, you know, like, honestly, like, it's kind of a, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a silly game. Like, it's a, you know, in the context of it. And you might think, oh, there's nothing really to this. But, like, there is. Because, like I said, you're doing, like, heisting and stuff. So there's actually, like, a story structuring to this. With quite a few missions. And then there's also just, like, if you just want to go and, like, break stuff, you gotta just, like, smash things. It's really quite interesting. Because I'm like, this is always kind of what I imagined more games were gonna go in the direction of, was, like, the idea that we would be able to destroy things in games was going to become more, because I thought physics were going to become more, you know, kind of fascinating. And to a degree, they definitely have. But this is kind of what I imagined games would sort of be like, was sort of the idea that you can just, like, totally decimate an environment. I don't know if we still haven't gotten to this point quite, you know, but, like, it's really fascinating. And you get all these, like, weird tools to play with, and horse punch. Like, punch through the wall or something? That's weird. A gunpowder barrel? Oh, that is hilarious. Your spray can. See, some of these tools I don't even fully know, but, like, it's really quite interesting. I don't know if this is showing anything to you, but, like, it's got, like, such a neat kind of, like, visual aesthetic to it that I really quite like. Like, there's a lot going on in this one. And it's so cool. I'm just trying to load up what we did. And it's going to load up a sandbox. Because it's just like there's so many, you know, unique areas and stuff that you can like break and smash and tear and burn and destroy. It's awesome. I really quite like the idea of this. Especially like the sense of freedom you have to like just take stuff and like go around and just like break stuff. It's kind of like the real world in the sense that you, if you really wanted to, you could destroy everything. I mean, maybe not to like this degree, but like it's cool. That's what I'm mostly trying to get across, is the idea that you come here and you just be like, I don't like these candles, I'm gonna smash all this stuff. And it's totally your freedom to do so. And you get these like large playgrounds of just destruction. But there is actually like set up story stuff, which we'll probably switch over to and show in a sec here. But I just want to show off a little bit more of like the dynamics of like destroying this environment. And it's just these fun playgrounds of complete destruction, which is pretty cool. I don't know, I like that. And then you can sit here and you can go bam. It's sweet. Like it's just kind of like you're having fun with it. Just complete utter destruction based fun. Can I get in here? So I can go through the door. And then break up all this like whole convenience store. And it's got such a neat vibe, because I kind of saw stuff break, and it kind of, right, like looks like Lego pieces, just kind of like smashing. And that's the whole voxel concept, is sort of like, you know, blocks and stuff getting torn apart. And we've seen destruction, right? Like we've seen games with all sorts of levels of like destruction to them. But we haven't really, at least I think, gotten to this level. And, you know, there is some performance like kind of dips. I think they hide it pretty well though, because it's sort of like got like a vibe to it. But you're just able to like unleash chaos. Oh wow, I actually died there. That's kind of funny. I guess blowing up explosives beside yourself is not the smartest choice. And then there's an area over there, which is what I'm trying to get to, and it's like all glass. And it's got like a really good sense of like sound to it as well, if that makes sense, like the audio and everything. Like, well, I mean, you've probably been hearing it, but there is a good level of like audio quality where I'm kind of like, it feels like you're breaking real stuff. I mean, you're not, like you're destroying this type of thing, but it really does have that vibe to it that I think is really quite interesting, where it's like a realistic sense that they're going for, even if that's not like fully the idea. It just really works out quite well. Oh, and the combine there, if you want to do some combining. But anyways, let's get into this museum and cause a little bit of glass-based chaos, and I think we'll show off some of the story stuff too. So I'm mostly just trying to give you an idea of this one in action and everything like that. Because I think the idea of it is really quite neat. You're just opening the door for me automatically? I want to smash my way in. Coat hooks and stuff. It's just neat, because I like the destroying stuff in games and physics and stuff, and this feels like the beginning of like a fun era of just like totally smashing things. Aha! A bathroom? More like a smash room. Sometimes only the jackhammer can make the hole that you need. And it's just like layers upon layers of stuff where you just go in and you just break things. And it still looks really nice, like the skybox and everything like that. I do wish it kind of moved, but you know, doesn't matter. It's just a backdrop for like the crazy action going on. So let's go and let's take a look at the story type stuff for at least the initial campaign. So you get like a balance of the gameplay. So we go over here, missions, leak chemicals, login devices. So we have to do this, and we have to do it in like 60 seconds, which is kind of crazy, because you gotta like sort of plan, if that makes sense. Like we just have a sledgehammer, extinguisher. We've got like 3 different areas. So pick up login devices, protected by an alarm, security rise 60 seconds after the alarm is triggered. Make sure to plan ahead. Breaking an alarm box will, kind of trigger the alarm. So this is like kind of the setup, and it is like, a bit of a story setup to it, right? Like they're trying to add a narrative. You can get climbing over here. So I'm also like, how do you get out of this place is another question. Because it's like I've come and done some runs and stuff, and it's like I need to sneak in and out, right? Especially with your sledgehammer. But like, look at this. This is a large-scale environment that you get to kind of play in, which is really quite cool, and it looks very visually impressive. Like, I love the idea of what they're going for here. Oh, that is far. Can I like restart mission? There's an easier way to get it instead of just like swimming around with you for like a few minutes. Yeah. Well, doesn't that look fantastic? We just go over into these rocks and we just climb up. much easier. We did that the first time, but I wanted to kind of highlight maybe a more creative way to do things. We have a mission. We gotta get this job done. We gotta figure out what is the most effective way to do this within the time constraints that we have. And then you can also grab some valuables along the way. I think no matter what happens, the alarm will be triggered. And it's like kind of like a mad dash to get the job done, but it's like it is a tight scenario, that is for sure. It's like, how am I supposed to grab these in this amount of time? Especially in such a destructive world. Okay, well, I'm definitely not getting that done this time around. Because I fell down accidentally. Which is hilarious, but we can go grab the other thing. Go, 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 go! But they've got like these really neat setups for the environments. Interesting setup of like challenges. I think the box is like, isn't it like right here? Oh no, it is in that other room. Yeah, that is hilarious. Hey, you failed. The police come and get you. Which is kind of funny. I don't know. It's kind of a it's a neat game. It's like a pretty creative game. Like there is a lot you can do within it. And I think the idea of it is very interesting and kind of fun. Because it is just like go out, smash some stuff, and if you're doing the story, there is a heist element to it, like a stealing element. And I think that in itself is very creative. I think it offers kind of unique approaches to what you're doing, because it's like, okay, how do you get this job done? How do you work within the constraints of what you have? You have to be creative because you can destroy things, but that's not always going to be the most effective way to get your task completed. So there's a box, and it's like, well, how do I get to the next area? The quickest, right? How do I sneak over? How do I set this up? How do I get from like room to room? What is the most effective way to do it? I think that is pretty cool. Because you are technically, you're not restricted. You can smash every single bit to this, this game to bits. Smash all the walls, smash all the items. You can destroy everything to your heart's content. I accidentally did that. And it's just like, how creative are you prepared to get to get the job done effectively? Like, I love this. You just grab these giant like tanks, and you just like blow open walls, and you just get to have fun with it. Really, is the biggest thing. At least I'm trying to have fun with it with my setup and my approach. Will it be effective? I don't know.